Good morning. Well, I don't need my microphone this morning. I'm pretty close to you right here. It's cold, okay? It just is cold. It's cold out. Yeah, it's only 57 degrees inside my van. Outside, it is probably about 48 degrees. Winter's here. Well, autumn, winter. It's autumn in Flagstaff. In the winter, it's probably snows. And I've never been here in the winter, but it's cold. It's just cold. This morning, literally, I had to get up and I turned on my car. I'm in winter mode right now. Winter behaviors. So when I got up, I turned on my car, just to warm it up for about 5 minutes, and then I turned the heat on for 5 minutes, and then I turned it off. And my nose is probably going to run just a little bit, so I hope I don't sniff too much. I hate when I do that. And when I edit the video, it's like I can hear myself sniffing, and I'm like, gross. I know. Let me see how my lighting's going to go. Yeah, lighting. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Oh, that's too much. I know. It's crazy. Let me move this a little bit closer. I'm just going to go close. Let's go close. Let's get up close and personal with this kind of move. Yeah, we'll move that. Okay. Well, yeah, I do have a question here. And this is from Kelly Ray. Do you get cold in winters? Yes, I do. A lot. I get very cold. And if so, how do you take the chill off? Well, to take the chill off is what I did this morning. I turned on my car and I let it run for 5 minutes. Right, I was going to turn it on probably a few minutes ago. I was going to go ahead and turn it on, and I didn't. And actually, I forgot. I got busy. So I didn't do it, and it is chilly in here. But I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'll probably put maybe another sweater on, or I need to run to the store soon, so I probably will maybe put on like a jacket. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, and no, it does get cold. It really does. Now, if my minivan was just parked on somebody's driveway and I was in the house and I came out and got in, it'd be really cold in here. But because of my body heat going, it's a few degrees warmer. Yeah. So it's no big deal. It's no big deal. What have I been doing? Yeah. Getting ready for winter. If it stays cold like this for a longer period of time, and it doesn't seem like it's going to let up a little bit, I probably will head south, earlier than I normally would. So there's only, you don't want this. Yeah. Do you notice how my light just goes up and down? It's kind of crazy. But here's what happens in Arizona. In my experience, my humble experience, it goes up and down. At first, it just goes up, and then it goes back down, goes up and down. So, my light, get over here. This light, I need to get a new light, and I will. Well, I'll have a better camera, so I think it'll just be a little bit better. But yeah. I wish I'd quit talking about light. You're probably tired of hearing about it, aren't you? Okay. So yeah, what happens is, it's even in Tucson, it's a little bit cooler for the next few days. I've been watching. But it's gonna go back up again. Oh, I know how it works. Yeah, and I'm not gonna be fooled, to go down there, drive all the way down there. It's not that far, but I'm a little shy driving right now because of what happened in April. I've told you all about it. A little bit shy. I don't want to keep driving up and down. I think it's going through Phoenix is part of the problem, and I can't really get away from it. Yeah, somebody told me to take another route. So I actually looked I go, oh, there's another route. And I looked, and all it does is dump me back into Phoenix again. So I was like, why would I want to do that? And then he goes, well, because it's so scenic. I go, it's a 2-lane highway, isn't it? He goes, yeah, but it's really scenic. And I'm like, No, I just want to get there. I'm one of these, I just want to get there. I don't want to be looking around on a 2-lane highway, getting stuck behind somebody who's going slow. When you're on a highway, you can pass, but it's not as easy on a 2-laner. You really have to be watching, like, is there another car coming? Can I make it? Can I make it? You know how it goes. So that's not my cup of tea. Some of you just love to drive. You love to take them back roads. And my friend Rhonda, she loves the byways. Oh my gosh. She just wants to, with her Class A, she just wants to be driving around. Ooh, look at that and look at that. Me, I want to get there. We've talked about this a lot. I want to get there, and then I'll go look around. But I want to get there. I just want to get there. I want to get off the road. I think that's my thing. I just want to get off the road. I'm not a big driver anymore. I mean, I don't even know if I was. You know, like, oh, I just love to drive. You know, you're like, oh, you know, you're one hand on the wheel and you're just driving. That's not me. I'm like, I hope I get there in one piece. Yeah. I think I've probably always been that way. Not when I was younger. I did love to drive. But you know what kind of, let me tell you about the first car I ever had. I had a Corvair. I'm not kidding. It wasn't the boxy one. It was more the smoother one. And I bought it from my oldest sister. She had it, she had it made custom. It was like this really beautiful turquoise, I remember. It's really cool. But she got another car and I bought it from her. I turned 18 and I bought it from her. I didn't know that they would blow up. Remember Ralph Nader? Oh my gosh, Ralph Nader. But I didn't know that they could blow up. I didn't know that till later. When I told people I had a Corvair, they go, "You're kidding." No, we did fine. And then when I got married and we went to Germany, I gave it. I just gave it to my dad. So that was his extra car, yeah. And he drove it to work, and he didn't blow up. It didn't blow up. Ours didn't blow up, but yeah. Ralph Nader Corvairs were one of the most dangerous cars, and I didn't know that till way later. And then, okay, then when I came back, what was my second car? I had a Capri. It was red, unbelievable. I bought it used, but it was good. That's when I really learned to drive shift. Oh yeah, I used to drive everywhere with my Corvair. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was fun. You know, that was doing the byways back in Ohio before I came out to Tucson. Yeah. So there you go. Those were my first two cars. After that, we got a Monte Carlo. Oh, that was a nice car. We got a Monte Carlo. That's what we drove out to Tucson with. Our Monte Carlo, yeah. And that was my first, because we slept in the back seat. You know, we made it comfortable. We slept on the way out here. So I guess I've always had that adventurous spirit in me. We didn't have children yet or anything. They didn't come until we got to Tucson, so I was a little bit not older, but I think it was 26, yeah, when I had my first one. So, but those were my three first cars: a Corvair, a Capri, and a Monte Carlo. Yeah, they all had C's in it. Monte Carlo, yeah. So yeah, that was good times. But no, I did like to drive then when I was younger, but now I don't know. It's I find it exhausting because you're just constantly having to look at everything. You can't take a break. I mean, you can stop and take a break, but when you're driving, I mean, your eyes and your mind are always looking. You look back, you look forward, you know, looking at the speed, you know. It's to me it's exhausting. I just want to relax. Yeah, I think I'm just I think I'm over the driving thing. Now, I am Minivan Lee and I live in a minivan. So, obviously I must like vehicles somewhat. I made it my home here, yeah. So, let's get back to the cold. You say love the end of my video. Thank you. Well, how do I take the chill off? my very first thing is clothing. I have to have, warm clothes. That's number one. I will say one thing though. Oh, I'm so excited. Hopefully I don't have to go into the rec center to power up so much, because it's now so cold that I want to park in the sun to get my solar up there. Up there. Sometimes I have to do that. When I go to Tucson, those great-tailed grackles. That's what they are. They're at my park. They're great-tailed grackles, and they have a special sound too. But they love to just walk on my roof. You can hear them walking on my solar panel. And I can see them go flying through the windows. It's kind of cool. I am kind of anxious to go back to Tucson, but yet I will miss Flagstaff. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I have starting to really grow fond of Flagstaff. Tucson has great things, and Flagstaff has great things. They're not the same things. Tucson has crappy things, Flagstaff has crappy things, but they're not the same. So it all works out. You got good and bad and good and bad. Okay. But so I'm going to after I film this and talk to you good people, I'm going to go and park more direct. I think all morning I'm going to park direct in the sun and do some powering up. Yeah, in the summer I do not like, if you've been watching me, I avoid parking in the sun, which means I run my jackeries down. Yeah. And I have to run my fan so much. Oh, I don't have my fan on now. No, it's sitting right over there. And I'm not going to pack it away yet, because once I get to Tucson, it'll warm up. I'll be wearing my shorts again for a while. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be wearing my shorts and my short sleeves. Yeah. But I'm enjoying this right now. I really am enjoying it. I do have one more. Maybe it's not as happy. It's not really as happy, but let's see. Where is it? Oh, this is from Carney Kelly. Okay. Cami Kelly. A 3-year-old and a 9-year-old died just yesterday while living, she sent me this a few months ago, while living in a van with their mother. This is in Detroit. They froze to death in Detroit. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Minivan Lee, for your tips on how to stay safe and warm. It must have been really, 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 really cold. And I'm not sure why. Maybe they didn't have gas. They ran out of gas. You can't run your vehicle all the time in the cold, because you will get carbon monoxide poisoning because your car's not moving. So the air isn't flowing the carbon monoxide behind you as you're driving. Well, what happens is it gets under your car and it kind of hangs there. And a vehicle is not a sealed containment. So there are all kinds of ways that it can seep in. People say, well, how do you get air at night? Well, it flows. Yeah. It's okay. And, but you can't run your car all the time. And they probably went to sleep and they just got too cold. I'm surprised that with their kids, weren't they? I would think they'd be all sleeping together with body heat going. She didn't have enough blankets. Yeah. I don't know. It must have gotten down to 0. Wow. I could see that. Yeah. 0 degrees. I remember when I first got to Cincinnati, it was in the winter. I left. I got there like December 3rd years ago when I first became a nomad. And when I got there, I didn't know that they had like homeless people there. I can't imagine how they survive. I'm from Tucson, which is like it's not the largest city with homeless. I think that's San Francisco, LA. But there's a lot. There's a lot in Tucson. And so going to Cincinnati, I was kind of surprised that they would have homeless people there. Well, I remember that first winter, within like a month of getting there, a homeless person died sleeping on a park bench, a bus bench. Yeah. So I was like, that was shocking. I was like, wow, I could imagine. Yeah. Your body can't handle it anymore. So can't keep the warmth. But one of the reasons that if you live in a van, that you want to either have maybe a wood burning stove in a bigger van, not in here, but in a bigger van. A lot of people, even in, I've seen them even in minivans, they have a diesel heater, which are fairly safe and safe to use. That wouldn't be my cup of tea, because you have to have room to have it. I remember seeing, excuse me, Foresty Forrest. Do you remember? I haven't seen him in years, but he is in Canada. And what he did was he had a cutoff right here. It was a board right here. And behind it, in this area, he had a diesel heater. He put a diesel heater in. So, some people use that. I know another van life channel. They are in Colorado, and they, in their scamp, they had a wood burning stove. So, they were in the cold. Sure, they could do it. But for me, I like to keep things simple, because that's not really my life. I like to write and do videos and do more artistic things with my time. And I just want to be in Arizona. Of course, I love Arizona. Hello. I've lived here for almost 50 years now. But I love Arizona. So I can handle it. The main thing about Arizona is the heat, not the cold. So I have 3 very thick blankets. I have 2 wool and a Sherpa. And I sleep here. And they say, well, doesn't cold come up through the bottom? No. I've got, my padding probably is about that thick. A carpet and 3 blankets, 4 blankets actually, and then a few towels on the top that I shake out every day. No, nothing's coming up. Yeah, and then I sleep on top of a sleeping bag, so no. I'm pretty cozy in the winter. I really am. I'm cozy with my blankets. I tuck them very carefully around me. And if I know it's going to be cold, and in the winter it gets very cold in Tucson, or in Quartzsite if you're going there. I mean, it can get down to like 20 degrees, 25 degrees some nights. Not much, but some nights, yeah. And it's been known to snow every once in a while. So no, it does get very cold. So what I do then is it takes me a while to get my bed straight. I mean, I'm like really tucking it, making sure that there's no air that's going to come through. And then I very carefully crawl in, scoot in, make sure everything's okay. Am I up to here? And in the night when I turn real slow, so that I kind of scoot, so that I don't like just flip over and it comes apart. Yeah, it's very careful. Yeah. But I'm very cozy. I really am. Excuse me, I know. It's like getting everything moving. Don't you love these morning messages? Yeah, I'm clearing my throat, I'm sniffing, yeah. Still drinking coffee. I love you guys a lot. Thanks for spending some time with me this morning. I love it. So this afternoon, I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. This is kind of a longer one. I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. Oh, come on. Maybe I'll do a shorter one this afternoon. How's that? I'll do a short one and say, hey, I love you guys. Yeah, keep looking up, everybody, okay? And good things are coming your way. Say it. Good things are coming my way. Say it like, or you could even say, good things have come my way. Yes, good, happy days are here again. I remember that song, Happy Days Are Here Again. Was that after the Depression they sang that song, or during the 20s? Happy Days Are Here Again. I forget. You can leave me in comments. And leave me a comment, okay? Say hi or something. and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I've got a book. What book? I'm going to say The Mindful Space. Today, I'm going to mention that book. And it's everything you need. It's extensive. It really is extensive. I pulled in a lot of what I've ever talked about and what I've known, and I did some research. I even researched in this book of different cultures and how they deal with their home and the clutter and how they live their lives, with stuff inside, and different backgrounds of people. Why do people become hoarders? Why do people not become hoarders? So there's a lot there. It's not just, I've got a good bin system going on here. And I really recommend it, The Mindful Space, about decluttering and keeping a nice environment around you, because also it's for up here. If you're living with a lot of clutter, you know what? You're not going to be thinking straight. It's really, it can hurt your mental health. So it's all there. It's not expensive, and it's on Amazon. All of my books are on Amazon. If you type in Minivan, go into Amazon, Minivan Lee books, they will all come up. There'll be some other ones. I don't know why they're putting other authors in my list. Why are they doing that? But just keep scrolling down, and it's a way to support me, okay? I will see you this afternoon. I love you guys. You know I do. Bye.